Each month, we highlight one of the many great seniors in our community that are making a difference.
Maddie Paschal is here with this month's Senior on the Move. Good morning, Maddie.
Well, good morning, Tina Maria. So good to see you all. You know, if you're a loyal follower of the Blend, and all of you are, right? Then you know that October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And then you also know that you are fortunate in Arizona, as I am, to have this well-known public defender, a brilliant crusader, one who's fought harder, raised more awareness, and stood courtside with more victims in this insidious crime than any other person in our state. She is the CEO and founder of Hands of a Friend, Genesis House, a shelter for domestic violence and sexual assault and human trafficking victims, and her name is Patty OBerry. Good morning.
Good morning, Maddie. Gosh, with that intro.
Was that long enough?
Wow, I've gone from
gone
5'1" to I think I'm 5'7" or 8" by now.
Okay, I'm glad because you are in my heart.
Oh,
and in
thank you,
so
Maddie.
many of our hearts that you've done so much for us. Tell us what's going on. I know you have some vital statistics today that are incredible.
Well, I do. I have some interesting ones. You know, in the United States alone, 1.3 million domestic violence victims each year. And every 9 seconds, a woman is beaten in the United States alone. But I have some other interesting statistics that aren't usually talked about. When I speak throughout the community in Green Valley, Sahuarita, Southern Arizona, I hear a lot of people say, well, domestic violence doesn't really affect me. And I want to let you know it affects everyone. It affects us economically, if for no other reason. Every year, $5.8 million is what it's costing us in domestic violence issues, and 4.1 million of that is spent medically, both for medical and mental health issues. As well, 8 million paid jobs per day, 8 million per day are missing of work from domestic violence. That's the equivalent of, well, that's the equivalent of 32,000 full-time jobs each year.
Wow.
So when you say it's not affecting you, economically it is.
It's affecting all of us.
Yes.
And so few of us know, I mean, maybe more than I know, but I don't think many people know how insidious this is, and you do. You deal with it every day.
Well, our area of Green Valley, of the Southern Arizona area, covers as well the largely Hispanic population south of Green Valley and Sahuarita. In Green Valley, we have a large retirement community, and the city of Sahuarita is the average age 32, young families up and coming. And then we have the Tohono O'odham, the tribal nation just to the north of us. So we encompass a large area with a diverse population of domestic violence victims. We're seeing a huge percentage increase in those gently over 60 who are leaving for the first time.
Wow, so that's a whole new era of domestic violence.
Well, it's an era that probably, when I talk to these women, most of them wish they had left in their 30s. Are sorry they stayed so long, and life has, for the most part, passed them by as far as career opportunities and choices in life. And I think those women have a vital story to present to younger women who are embroiled in a domestic violence situation today.
Yes, and you help them share that story.
We do.
Yes, and you also take care of Hands of a Friend, which to me is just a wonderful outpouring and outsourcing of things that you do. And
well,
how is that going?
It's going wonderful. Our Hands of a Friend Foundation, under that umbrella sits our Genesis House, which is a domestic violence, sexual assault, and human trafficking shelter. And this year we have had our 50,000th bed night.
Wow.
That we've provided for domestic violence victims.
So how long have you been doing this now? We've been talking for at least 4 years.
Well, I've been doing this in Arizona since 2005.
Okay. So
our shelter's been open since 2008. So 50,000 bed nights since 2008. Wow. I always hear in Green Valley, oh, well, we don't have any domestic violence here, do we? I said, well, somebody's filling those 50,000 bed nights.
Right, exactly. And then you also have Daisy's, which is a phenomenal store.
Daisy's is our vehicle for generating revenue. It is a resale boutique, both ladies and men's. And this last year, we opened a small furniture outlet as well as baby furniture and baby clothes.
And you take no federal funding at all.
We take no city, state, county, federal
Anything.
funds whatsoever.
All of it's generated by you, your
Yes.
genius,
Well,
and Jenny, your partner,
Yes.
who is also a genius. But the two of you have just managed to do this. I don't know how on your own, but you do this. You have all kinds of success stories. I found one today at Starbucks. I mean, it's amazing the women that are successful and what you do for them. And your best success story is you.
oh, well,
You have
I
done
take a
this.
back seat to the work that needs to be done. Truly, I do. I grew up in domestic violence, spent 18 years
did
in
too.
a domestic violence relationship, and 34 years in domestic violence, 35 years in domestic violence. I don't think there's anything else I could do but help lead victims out and safe to freedom.
I just wished I had had someone like you when I was young. But thank you for being here today. Thank you for everything you do for us, Patty OBerry.
You're welcome, Maddie, and happy birthday.
Oh, bless your heart. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Thank you. I am blessed.
You are indeed. And back to you, Tina and Maria. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and thank you for all that information. And we're going to piggyback and say happy birthday to you as well, Maddie.